So, you want that V-twin rumble, classic cruiser style, and open road freedom, but Harley's price tag makes your wallet weep. What if you could get all that, plus better reliability, for half the price? These 7 Japanese bikes crush Harley in value, style, and rideability. Let's dive in. 1. Yamaha Bolt R-Spec. If you want that simple, stripped-down bobber style without paying big money for a Harley like the Street Bob, the Yamaha Bolt R-Spec is a bike worth checking out. This motorcycle has that tough, bold attitude that bobber fans love, but it's built with the care and precision Japan is known for, and it costs way less than a Harley. It proves you don't need to spend your life savings to get a cool cruiser. Plus, since some dealerships are trying hard to sell extra stock, you might find even better deals right now. The Bolt is a stylish bike with lots of personality, and it helps more people enjoy the bobber lifestyle without the heavy costs that usually come with American brands. Under the tank is a strong, air-cooled V-twin engine with 942 cc of power. It makes about 65 horsepower and 59 pound-feet of torque, which gives it plenty of strength for fast takeoffs and smooth rides. The engine responds quickly and runs smoothly, so riding feels modern, but still gives you that old-school V-twin feel and sound. It rumbles just right, not too loud, not too quiet. Riders of all skill levels will enjoy how fun and easy it is to handle. Compared to heavier Harleys like the Iron 883, the Bolt is much lighter at about 542 pounds when ready to ride. That means it's easier to move around in tight spaces, easier to steer, and less tiring to ride, especially in traffic or at low speeds. It also has a shorter wheelbase and low seat height, making it a great fit for newer riders or those getting back into riding. You won't feel like you're wrestling the bike, it just feels natural and easy. The Bolt R-Spec has a cool riding position too. The mid-mounted foot controls and drag-style handlebars give you a mix of comfort and control, while the low, firm seat keeps you close to the road. Whether you're riding around the city or taking a fun weekend trip, the seat and controls help you stay comfortable and in control. It even comes with better rear shocks and stylish wheels, giving it a premium look without needing to upgrade anything right away. The suspension is upgraded on this version, with better rear shocks that help smooth out bumps and keep the ride steady, even through curves. The front forks also help keep the bike planted and easy to control. While some Harleys can bounce around over rough roads, the Bolt stays more stable, and when it's time to stop, the brakes work well and look sharp thanks to the custom-style rotors. The best part? The Bolt R-Spec often costs under $9,000 brand new and sometimes even less with dealer discounts. That's a huge savings compared to a similar Harley, and you still get the same cool style, solid engine, and fun ride. If you want a bobber that looks awesome, runs strong, and saves you money, this is the one. Next up is a bike that keeps that timeless cruiser style, rides smooth as butter, and costs way less than anything with a Harley badge. Classic doesn't have to mean expensive. 2. Honda Shadow Phantom. If you've been dreaming of a cruiser with that old-school American look, a big V-twin engine, and a chill riding style, but don't want the weight or high cost of a Harley, then the Honda Shadow Phantom might be just right for you. It gives you the classic vibe without the big price tag or the heavy handling. And right now, because some Harley dealers have too many bikes in stock, bikes like this Honda are being sold at great prices, making it a smart buy. The Phantom has a cool blacked-out look with almost no chrome. It keeps things simple and bold, with a low seat, fat tires, and a tough style. Everything from the gas tank to the fenders to the engine says classic cruiser, but it's easier to ride and costs a lot less. It's a bike that makes you feel like a boss on the road, but doesn't need constant attention or a fat wallet. Its engine is a 745cc liquid-cooled V-twin that makes about 45 horsepower and 47 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers may not seem huge, but they're perfect for everyday riding and for newer riders too. The power is smooth and easy to control, and the 5-speed transmission makes cruising feel effortless. It's the kind of bike that doesn't fight you. It helps you relax and enjoy the road. The Phantom weighs about 549 pounds, which is a lot less than most Harleys in the same class. That makes it easier to ride, especially at low speeds or when turning in tight spots. The seat is also low, just 25.8 inches off the ground, so you feel in control and comfortable even if you're shorter. The handlebars are wide and easy to reach, and the foot controls are set forward for that laid-back cruiser posture. Whether you're on the highway or just rolling through town, it keeps you comfortable and in control. The suspension is smooth too. The front forks soak up bumps easily, and the rear shocks can be adjusted depending on your weight or if you're carrying a passenger. It doesn't have high-end suspension like more expensive bikes, but it's tuned really well to keep the ride comfortable and steady. The brakes are simple, but work well. There's a disc in the front and a drum in the back, an old-school setup that keeps the price down and maintenance simple. Some people like the modern all-disc systems, but others enjoy the classic look and feel. And here's the deal. A Harley with the same look and engine size can cost over $12,000. The Shadow Phantom? It usually sells for almost half that. That's a huge win for anyone who wants a stylish cruiser without draining their bank account. Now, if you love the idea of a V-twin cruiser but hate the thought of chain or belt maintenance, the next bike has something special, a low-maintenance shaft drive that keeps things simple and clean. 3. Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Custom. Some motorcycles are made to blend in, quiet and simple, but not this one. The Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Custom was made to grab attention. It's bold, stylish, and impossible to ignore. This bike gives you that stretched-out chopper style people love, but with factory quality and trusted Japanese engineering. It looks like a custom-built show bike, but costs a lot less and doesn't bring the stress or problems that often come with one-off builds. People turn their heads at stoplights. Riders give you nods on the road. It looks like it should cost much more, but it doesn't. In fact, it costs thousands less than most Harley Softails or their custom Dyna models. And right now, many dealerships have too many leftover bikes from past years. That means you can find deep discounts on bikes like this if you shop smart. The Vulcan 900 Custom is powered by a liquid-cooled V-twin engine that's built to be smooth and reliable. It has 903 cc of power, which gives you around 50 horsepower and 58 pound-feet of torque. That's plenty for easy riding around town or longer weekend trips. The engine pulls strongly in every gear, thanks to its modern fuel injection system, which keeps the throttle feeling quick and clean with every twist. You won't feel any delay or hiccups, just smooth, steady power. That's the kind of performance Kawasaki is known for, and it's a big reason why this bike is such a great choice. Instead of using a chain, like many mid-sized cruisers, the Vulcan 900 Custom uses a belt drive. That's a big deal. Belts are quieter, smoother, and much easier to take care of than chains. You won't need to clean, oil, or adjust anything all the time like you would with a chain. It's simple, clean, and just works, ride after ride. This belt system saves you time, saves you money, and makes owning the bike less of a hassle. Now let's talk about how the bike feels when you sit on it. Kawasaki made sure the Vulcan 900 Custom is as comfortable as it is stylish. The seat is low and shaped to support you for long rides. The handlebars are pulled back and wide, so your arms relax naturally. And the foot pegs are stretched out front, so you can lean back and enjoy the road with that laid-back cruiser feel. The seat is only 27 inches off the ground, which means most riders can easily place both feet flat at a stop. That gives you confidence, whether you're riding in the city or just learning how to handle a bigger bike. It's comfortable for new riders and relaxing for experienced ones. You can spend hours riding without feeling sore or worn out. The Vulcan 900 Custom weighs about 610 pounds when fully fueled and ready to go. That's lighter than many Harley Softails, which often weigh over 700 pounds. Because it's lighter, the Vulcan is easier to steer, especially at low speeds or in tight spaces. You won't feel like you're wrestling with it. It's easier to control in traffic, easier to park, and just feels more friendly overall. The gas tank holds 5.3 gallons, so you can go a long way between fill-ups. That means more time enjoying your ride and less time worrying about finding a gas station. And with good fuel economy, this cruiser is built to keep you rolling without breaking the bank. Now for the price, here's where it gets really exciting. You can usually find a brand new Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Custom for under $10,000. That's a huge savings compared to something like a Harley Softail Standard, which can start at over $15,000 before you even add extras. 4. Honda Rebel 1100. If you want cruiser power, but without the heavy bulk of a Harley, the Honda Rebel 1100 is a smart choice. It looks cool, rides smooth, and is packed with tech most cruisers don't even offer. You get a powerful 1084cc engine taken from Honda's Africa Twin adventure bike, retuned for laid-back cruising. It puts out about 86 horsepower and 72 pound-feet of torque, which means it's got a lot more kick than most cruisers its size. But it's not just about power. The Rebel 1100 is super light for a big cruiser, just 487 pounds. That makes it way easier to handle than most Harleys, especially in traffic or when parking. The seat is low too, so you always feel in control. It also comes with advanced ride modes, standard, sport, and rain, that change how the bike feels, depending on your mood or the weather. That's something you almost never see on cruisers, and if shifting gears sounds like a chore, you can even get this bike with Honda's automatic DCT transmission. Just twist the throttle and go. No clutch, no gear shifts. If you prefer the classic feel, a regular 6-speed manual is also available. Either way, the ride feels refined, easy, and fun. The Rebel 1100 mixes cruiser attitude with modern brains, and it usually costs under $10,000. That's a steal when you compare it to a big Harley Softail. 5. Kawasaki Vulcan 1700 Vaquero. If you love long highway rides, smooth power, and comfort for you and a passenger, then the Kawasaki Vulcan 1700 Vaquero is a bike worth looking at. This touring cruiser has everything you want in a big road machine. Strong style, a powerful engine, and a comfy seat for hours of riding. It gives you the same feel as a high-end Harley-Davidson touring bike, but at nearly half the price. Right now, with many big dealers trying to move expensive models, the Vaquero stands out as a smart choice for those who want full touring features without the big cost. The Vaquero runs on a big 1700cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine. That's about 104 cubic inches for those who use the American numbers. It makes around 76 horsepower, but the real strength is in the torque, 107 pound-feet of it. That means the bike pulls hard, even when fully loaded with a passenger and luggage. You can pass cars easily on the highway, climb hills without stress, and cruise for hours without the engine ever feeling tired. The fuel injection and 6-speed transmission work together to keep the power smooth, steady, and ready at any time. And with the 6th gear acting like an overdrive, your highway rides will feel calm and fuel efficient. This bike is built for long rides. It has a strong, frame-mounted front fairing that cuts through the wind and keeps you comfortable at high speeds. You won't feel as much wind pushing against you, which means you'll stay less tired after a day on the road. Some versions also include an adjustable windshield, so you can control how much air hits your face. That's a feature you usually only find on much more expensive bikes. The hard saddlebags are roomy, lockable, and waterproof. They're built right into the design, so they look good while giving you space for gear, clothes, or tools. With bags like these, you won't worry about getting caught in the rain or where to put your stuff. The Vaquero also comes with cruise control and a built-in sound system on many models, making your ride even more relaxing and fun. At 836 pounds, the Vaquero is heavy, but it's well balanced. It doesn't feel clumsy. The suspension can be adjusted to match your weight and riding needs, and it stays smooth and steady even with a full load. Dual front disc brakes and a rear disc brake give strong stopping power. With a 5.3-gallon tank, you can ride for hours without stopping for fuel. And unlike some Harley touring bikes, this engine runs on regular fuel and doesn't need expensive upkeep. The best part? The price. You can often find a new or leftover model for under $15,000, sometimes way less. Compare that to Harley's Road Glide Special, which can start at over $30,000, and it's clear what a great deal the Vaquero is. But maybe you're not looking for a relaxed tourer. Maybe you want wild power, super quick takeoffs, and a bike that feels more like a rocket than a cruiser. Then keep reading, because the next bike is a true monster. 6. Yamaha VMAX. This is not your everyday cruiser. The Yamaha VMAX is a true beast. It's fast, loud, powerful, and built for one thing: going really, really fast. It looks tough, sounds tough, and rides like nothing else on the road. While Harley makes cool, strong bikes, none of them come close to what the VMAX delivers in raw, thrilling performance. The heart of the VMAX is a 1,679cc V4 engine. This engine is packed with advanced tech and makes around 170 horsepower, maybe even more in real-world tests. It also makes 100 pound-feet of torque, giving you huge power whenever you need it. This bike can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. That's not just fast for a cruiser, it's fast for any motorcycle, period. Yamaha added special systems like ride-by-wire throttle and their famous V-Boost tech, which gives the engine a massive kick when you open it up. The VMAX doesn't just go fast, it explodes forward with a blast of speed that feels more like a rocket launch than a motorcycle ride. Even with all that power, the VMAX is still easy to control. It has a strong, lightweight aluminum frame and premium suspension parts. The front fork and rear shock are both adjustable, so you can make the ride suit your style. Big brakes with ABS help you stop safely and confidently, even if you're riding hard. The bike weighs about 683 pounds, but once it's moving, it feels much lighter. And here's the surprise: the VMAX is often cheaper than a fully loaded Harley Breakout or Fat Bob. If you find a good used one, especially with a few upgrades, you can get one of the fastest, most legendary motorcycles ever made for a lot less than a Harley that's slower and heavier. 7. Suzuki Boulevard C50. Love that classic all-chrome cruiser look, but hate the high prices and tough maintenance? The Suzuki Boulevard C50 has that old-school charm with a modern, low-fuss engine and shaft drive. The 805cc liquid-cooled V-twin makes about 53 horsepower and 53 pound-feet of torque. Plenty for daily riding, weekend trips, and cruising around town. One of the best things about this bike, it doesn't use a chain or belt, it uses a shaft drive, which means almost zero maintenance. No tightening, no cleaning, no lubing, it just works. And that makes life a whole lot easier for riders who just want to ride, not wrench. The C50 is also super comfy. The suspension is tuned to soak up bumps, and the ride stays smooth, even with a passenger. It's not heavy either, weighing just over 600 pounds, and the low seat helps keep the bike balanced and easy to control. The brakes are simple: a disc up front, drum in back, but they work just fine and keep the price down. Speaking of price, you can usually pick up a new C50 for way less than a similar Harley, sometimes even under $8,000. And used models go for even less. This is a great bike for anyone who loves timeless cruiser looks but wants to skip the high cost and hassle. 7 amazing Japanese bikes that can match or even beat Harley-Davidson in performance, comfort, and price. Why pay more for a name when you can ride better for less? Let us know which one you'd choose, and don't forget to subscribe for more honest bike breakdowns.